September finals here for the Go4WoT Asia season. I'm GoGoGadget, and we're going to be jumping in now to the tank picks between these two guys here on Ghost Town. The first two teams we've got up, it's looking like a pretty exciting match here between the SuperNoobs and SF Gaming. So let's go ahead and take a look through those tank picks, and to no surprise, we've got lots of standard picks coming in there for both the SuperNoobs and the SF Gaming guys. Lots of IS3s on either side. 5100 for the SuperNoobs and SF Gaming. The only interesting sort of picks are SF Gaming. They've gone for a Type 64, a little bit kind of left of centre there. T32 and SN, the SuperNoobs, going with those two M41s instead of another Tier 8 and a Tier 6. So, going to be locking in those, locking in the Bulldogs, I think, and we'll let everyone know that we are ready. So, I think, alrighty. There we go, letting everyone know that we are ready to roll, and we should be able to get this one underway in no time. So, alrighty. We're going to be jumping into the match. SuperNoobs giving us the countdown here for our first match here in this month's monthly finals. Well, technically last month's, of course, September. But as we're loading in, we can see we've got our broadcast partners joining us for all of the different localized broadcasts. Big shout out to everyone else. You should definitely go ahead and check everyone else there as well. So, alrighty. Let's go ahead and load in, and oh, it seems like it is quite interesting. We might just have to quickly restart whilst we're getting that in, but it seems like World of Tanks, well, it sometimes does decide to do that for the first match of the day, which is never particularly fun. But let's go ahead and get back in before the countdown ends right here for our first match, so we can take a look at where both of those teams, both of those two teams, will be rolling out to. So as we jump back in towards the loading screen right here, I think we're probably going to be seeing a standard defense from the SuperNoobs here on the defensive side of Ghost Town, and I'm going to be expecting SF Gaming to yeah, maybe go for the 2 flag. Let's take a look. So SF Gaming, they are rolling out right here, and they're going to be moving up a little bit as we see. Ooh, look at that! Banana Lord already gone down. That Type 64 not lasting long at all. We see right there. So the T64 going to be going down there, and we've got Sweet Dream here as well. Just kind of waiting out a little bit, trying to get maybe a return peek on towards the opponents on the other side of the street there, towards the SuperNoobs. Oh, look at that, turned around, and he should have started moving a little bit earlier. He's going to get punished for that. 420 damage right to the back of the turret. That has got to hurt there. So SF Gaming already not off to a great start, and in the meantime we can see the SuperNoobs really using these Bulldogs excellently. We've got Hien and Sun Bao over here just rotating towards the side, and it's one of the great things about this Tier 7 Bulldog. Very fast tank, very mobile, and does have a pretty potent gun on it with lots of penetration when it's using those APCR premium shells. So we're going to be seeing these guys coming around the side and seeing if they can find any shots. We have got an AMX 5100 there. I think Sun Bao actually might have accidentally run into that crane. But in the meantime, let's flick across, see how the real battle is going. It's looking like SuperNoobs still just holding out here against SF Gaming fairly well. Some shots fired there as Ironhide is dropped down to 76% HP. We've got Kong Sun here as well in the IS3 on 100%. He's going to be pushing up a little bit. Tangaroy now on 50% HP. So he's forced to retreat a little bit. We've got Ironhide as well, dropped down to 50%. So, taking another shot there, drop down to 24% now. One more shot is all that's SF Gaming going to need to take him down. There we go. That one comes in from Phantom Pain, and they've just taken down the last as well. So, two of those big Russian heavy tanks going down for the SuperNoobs. But on the other side, SF Gaming, we can see they've lost 4 tanks, an AMX 5100, an IS-3, a T-32, and a Type 64. So, not looking too good at all for the SF Gaming guys, as we see Flashman in a little bit of trouble. Gala Target just behind him has been taken out. There's only 2 members of SF Gaming left. Make that one, as Flashman is, well, he's not going to be flashing anywhere in a hurry, as his tank goes up in flames, courtesy of Sunbow in that M41 Bulldog. And Sunbow, actually, look at that, taking 3 tank kills at the end of that match. So a pretty fair effort there from him. As we go ahead and update the score there, we can take a look and see Ricky did the most damage for the SuperNoobs, up there on 2.3k with his Russian Tier 8 heavy tank, the IS-3. Tangeroy with 1.7k in the AMX 5100, so we can see he did actually get one reload of that auto loader going as well, so he's going to be pretty happy about that one. And as well as that, we've got Kong Sun there, 1.4k damage in the IS-3, and Sunbow with 1.1 thousand. So it's time to jump in towards the next round of picks from the looks of things. So, oh, and we can actually jump into the spectator tank again. There we go. That's looking good. And of course, this time we will be seeing the SuperNoobs heading to the defensive side. Sorry, the offensive side, I should say. Swapping things out a little bit. Alrighty. So, now taking a look at the next couple of picks come in from these guys. Ooh, we've got the M41s, the Bulldogs in again. Great to see those Bulldogs being picked there by the SuperNoobs. They really know how to use them well. So that's one thing. Whenever you're playing against the SuperNoobs on Ghost Town, previously, I think from memory, they have done it with, I think they've done it with some LTTBs. I want to say they've done it with LTTBs before. The Tier 7 Russian light tank, if I'm not mistaken. But this time going with the Bulldogs, and obviously worked out really well for them last round. So we're going to be seeing if it works out for them just as well on the attack as it did on the defense. In the meantime, some pretty standard picks there on all sides. Lots of IS-3s, AMX 5100s, and it's looking like teams are ready, asking if they're readied up. So, alrighty, Mirror Death there saying they are ready. Ready. Okay. There we go. Alrighty, and we're getting the countdown happening. So let's go ahead and jump into the action right now for the second game in this best of 3. Of course, in this quarterfinal, if either of these teams do lose this match, then they're out of the Go4WoT September finals, which unfortunately means they're out without a prize, I do believe, for finishing last in the first round. So definitely one that both of these guys are going to want to win to progress in towards the semi-finals. As well, obviously, if you get into the semi-finals, that's a guaranteed spot in the third place final, even if you don't move further. So with 5 seconds left on the clock, I think we're going to be rolling out with the SuperNoobs right now and taking a look at what they are going to be doing on the attack. So let's start off here with Tangeroy in the AMX 5100. We've got Kong Sun now in the IS-3, Ironhide in his own IS-3 right here. Ricky going to be in an IS-3 as well. We've got the last in this T-32, Hien in the M41 Bulldog, and partnering up with him is going to be Sunbow in that Bulldog as well. So they're going to be rolling out towards the south at the moment, heading for a bit of a flanking manoeuvre from the looks of things on towards SF Gaming. But SF, they've got a pretty interesting little setup here as well. They're actually all grouping nice and close together, and this could actually be pretty dangerous for the SuperNoobs, because SF Gaming as well, they've got a lot of a lot of front-up kind of alpha damage, if you will, with 4 IS-3s, 2 T-32s in their lineup as well. So if any of the SuperNoobs tanks gets caught out of position, then all of those shots from SF Gaming are going to be able to, well, effectively explode the SuperNoobs in one volley if they manage to connect. So right now, SF Gaming, they're moving up a little bit. I like how they're being a little bit aggressive here. And we're going to be seeing some shots put onto the last, although the first two are ricocheted. Tangeroy now is the focus. They see that AMX 5100 and they want it. They're going to be pursuing it right now, not even worrying about the T-32 right there. But Tang has already retreated behind the building. Great defensive play there from him. We're seeing Miradeth now focusing on towards Kongsan. The IS-3 is going to be the next target here for SF Gaming. A ricochet comes off on towards Galataga right there as he takes down Tangeroy. The last taking down Flashband Pro 99. Miradeth taking down Kongsan. It is all happening here on the streets of Ghost Town in this T-32. I think that's Akang or Sweet Dream not looking too good at all. One more shot from Ironhide will be enough to finish him off, and that's going to be coming in. Going down right there. So Sweet Dream goes down right now. It is a 4v4 with both teams. No, actually, SF Gaming still have 3 Tier 8s remaining, and they take down one of the M41 Bulldogs on the SuperNoobs. This is not looking good for the SuperNoobs at the moment. They do have the last here on 85% HP, Ironhide on 85%, and Sunbow on 42%. So it's going to be a little bit tricky, but we can see Akang here in his T-32 only on 26% HP. So this really is still anyone's game. Although the SuperNoobs are going to be wanting to take it out. There we go. Ironhide goes down to Galataga right there as the last getting some shots put on towards him. Got Phantom Pain here. One shot from Death, and look at that. SF Gaming going to be getting the next kill. The last, though, finds one in his T-32. We've got a Type 64 coming around the corner right now. A few more seconds until the last is going to be able to reload. He's prepping his cannon, turning it in advance, and gets the kill onto Banana Lord. And now it is a 1v2. Is the last going to be able to pull it off? He only needs one more shot. He takes out Akang so mad. He's on 5 kills at the moment. Can he make it 6? Can he pull off the unheard of and take out 6 kills in the match and win the 1v2? He's only on 374 HP, so one more shot from that IS-3 might be enough to finish him. And now he's ammo racked. Cannot repair that ammo rack at the moment, so this is very, very tricky for him, but Galataga must not know that he's ammo racked. So Galataga does not know this. And the last, he does have 3 minutes and 15 seconds left, so the clock is not an issue for him. And he's just going to be sitting there. Although Galataga can just wait for as long as he wants because, of course, the last needs to attack. He needs to win in the next 3 minutes. So the last is going to be coming around there, and oh no, I think Galataga has seen him, so this is going to be a very tough ask here for the last, but he is coming around and actually should be able to get a shot on towards Galataga. I'm not too sure why Galataga didn't try and peek him there on the corner, but that could be costly. The last is going to be coming around there. The question is, when is Galataga going to shoot, and is it going to hit? Is it going to get through? Last, he needs to make something happen now. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left. Is he going to be able to pick up this 6th kill? Waiting for it, trying for the side scrape. Oh, and the ricochet comes in right there. Look at that. The last now. He's going to be hugging the wall again, waiting for the reload, and I think they both actually ricocheted off each other. Oh, this is pretty intense. 2 minutes left on the clock. But they're not going anywhere, these heavy tanks. Oh no, and the last misses his shot. Galataga hits, and that's going to be enough to send the last to the graveyard. SF Gaming take out the second game in the best of 3 right there, and draw it out to a 3rd. So with Galataga, I mean, look at that. That was an absolutely mental game in terms of kills. We had the last with 5 kills, almost 6, and Galataga with 6 kills as well. What a hero. 2.8 thousand damage there in that IS-3. So he's going to be absolutely stoked with that one, I think. And oh, the last, who knows, maybe if he just had 20 more health or so, just so he could edge out that that last volley from the IS-3. He could have potentially made it, but we're going to be going off to a 1-1 tiebreaker match right now on a new map, of course, Himmelsdorf. So we're going to be taking out the next couple of tag picks and seeing what they are. We're going to be expecting lots of IS-3s at the moment. So we got here lots of IS-3s, probably a couple of AMX 5100s. I don't think that we're going to be seeing the two Bulldogs coming out from the SuperNoobs. So right now, just waiting for the next couple of picks to come in. But yeah, 1-1 apiece right now, so it really was anyone's game, but the SuperNoobs saying that they won with high damage in the first round, so that means that they are the home team here for this next one. And while we've got a bit of a break, while we're waiting for these teams to get the picks underway, it's a good time to remind everyone watching that if you do enjoy World of Tanks, and if you have either got a team together or have some mates that play World of Tanks, then you can enter the weekly Go4WoT Cups. They're held every week on a Sunday for your chance to win, you know, nice chunk of change, nice bit of cash as first place prize, lots of gold as well for first, second, and third place distributed out there. All you need is 7 players with World of Tanks, some tier 8 tanks, and you're pretty much set to go. So definitely take a look on play.eslgaming.com/worldoftanks/Asia for any of our upcoming cups, and definitely sign up for them. It'd be great to get some new players into the scene. Of course, all of these guys at the moment, they are veterans of the scene. SuperNoobs, SF Gaming, and just taking a look at the brackets as well as we bring those ones up. We've got, you know, the Immortals, Horsemen, Keezer Gaming, Saigon Tanker Club, Buffalo Team 1. They're relatively new, in fact, so they haven't been along for that long, I don't think. Their first cup was actually Go4WoT Asia Cup number 18. So a relatively new team, and they are based out of New Zealand, of course. But there we go, and it looks like we're just about to get some tag picks underway. So surprise, surprise, we have got lots of IS-3s coming in, couple of 5100s for both teams from the looks of things, and it is pretty much a mirror matchup. The only kind of real difference, I suppose, in the lineups is the tier 6s. SF Gaming opting for that Type 64, which well, obviously Banana likes playing, and it's going to be the SuperNoobs going for the T-37, the tried and tested American tier 6 light tank here. So there we go, and Ironheart saying he's ready. Oop, let's take off the caps button. No one likes caps. Let everyone know that we are ready as well. So there we go, we're going to be jumping on towards this next match and seeing, well, who can come out on top. And I have a feeling the SuperNoobs, they are very, very experienced at Himmelsdorf, and I think if it was a match selection or a map veto process, then SuperNoobs would definitely try more often than not to end up with Himmelsdorf. They like the kind of close corridors, tight streets of Himmels, and they are very good at playing the defense on it. So right now we've got 8 seconds left on the clock. The SuperNoobs right here, they're probably just going to be rolling out with a standard defensive strat, putting a couple of tanks looking down there, maybe a couple on the railway there, and maybe one around the 2 flag. But I want to see where the attackers head out to, where SF Gaming want to go as they roll out of the gates here. So let's go ahead and take a look at their lineup. We have Banana Lord here in the Type 64 Tier 6 light tank. Now we've got Sweet Dream here in the T-32, Phantom Pain in the IS-3, Mirror Death in his IS-3, Flashman in his own Tier 8 Russian Heavy, the IS-3, Gala Tiger is going to be in that AMX 5100, as is Akang So Mad here for SF Gaming. And SF sending their 2 AMXs up on towards the hill. We do generally see at least one Tier 8 tank sent up to the hill on most matches on Himmelsdorf. And they're just going to be waiting it out there. To no surprise, SuperNoobs not going to be pushing up the hill. That is a pretty much given here on Himmelsdorf. Doesn't usually lend itself well to pushing up from the defensive side. Just takes a little bit too long. Right now though, let's flick over towards SuperNoobs. We can see Ricky here. He's just looking up there. There's been a bloom there as well. On the skies, we can see Tangaroy is just going to be rolling around the 2 flag. Kong-san here. Just going to be waiting it out. And I think the SuperNoobs, it seems like they can sort of maybe tell that it's probably not going to be a 1 flag push. And they're really grouping up towards that 2 flag, getting ready for a 2 flag attack. So, you know, right now, if the SF Gaming guys did decide to do a bit of a late rotate on towards the 1 flag, then that could actually work out very well. Of course, they don't know where the SuperNoobs are either, so they can't really predict the future. I think they're actually going to be spotted there, yes, by Hien, and not able to hit any of those shots on towards the T-37. So T-37 is still going to be alive and going to be able to pester them. And right now, the SuperNoobs have confirmation that SF Gaming are going to be heading towards the 2 flag for a push right here as well. Now we can see Flashman. He's been dropped down to 71% HP. Some shots actually coming down from those AMX 5100s up on the hill there. You can see shots going down as look at that Flashman Pro 99 is going to be dropped down to 71% HP, so not looking too great for him. There we go, another shot comes on, and we're going to be seeing now the AMX 5100s rolling down the hill. Gala Tiger is going to be spotting Ricky very soon, and Ricky's in a lot of trouble on 52% HP. Gala Tiger only needs 2 more shots to be able to take out that AMX 5100, and actually might have just run out of shots himself, but Akang hasn't. Rolls around the corner, takes him out, and is going to be pushing on to the remainder of the SuperNoobs team right now. Now Ironhide is going to be the next target for SF Gaming. He's on 24% HP. 2 more shots is required. The first one doesn't quite do the business right there. Miradan now is just about to get taken out. There we go, Ironhide doing the work. And the last Tier 8 standing on the SF Gaming side is going to be Gala Tiger. He's going to be going down soon as well. And just like that, we are going to be seeing SF Gaming lose out in the first quarterfinal of today to the SuperNoobs. And the SuperNoobs take this one out. So, one more shot. You can see Gala Tiger trying to put out some damage on towards the last. He's actually going to get a shot, but Kong-san going to be taking him out. And we still have Banana Lord standing up at the moment. He's trying to make a hole for himself in the house. But oh no, there we go. Tangaroy spots him, and Tangaroy takes him out just like that. So SF Gaming lose out the SuperNoobs, taking the win on that round. They're going to be happy about that, progressing in towards the next match for today. And guys, that's going to mean that we're going to be jumping off to a short little break before bringing you the next matches, which should be the semi-finals. Stay tuned for more Go4WoT action coming up right after this.